Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
And then she goes up into the sky.
Yeah, it's kind of fragile against REVI as well. If you get caught out trying to clear vision or you're trying to flank, it's really easy for Nongshim to just turn on you and kill you as the recon. Every matchup, and even yesterday, we had the kind of surprise 2-0, another good flip. For Genji kind of crushing T1 is, I'm going to hold my thought on this, Dundun is in danger.
He is in a lot of danger. Is Perfect going to come on over. Does get the Q onto Pyosik though, as you can see. Voltbreaker comes in as Pyosik going to have to try and get out of here, but he's unable to, and that is going to be first blood going to Dundun as KT have a... So, KT unable to grab a kill down there towards the bottom side, and the gold is dead even, neck and neck between these two squads.
The problem...
Okay, it might be, this might make it not as neck and neck as Perfect is chasing after Dundun, and there's now a big old wall that's in the way. He is dashing though, that all out onto BDD was fantastic. Absorbs the CC! The flash comes forward from BDD as now Dundun still running, but the threaded volley will track him down, and that is a kill for the mid laner on KT.
Yeah, and Call Me doesn't come over and respond. He knows the play is probably due. Tabs probably this season. And so these advantages are just really starting to give KT such an edge. There's another flip.
Yeah,
barrel.
He's going to come on through. That is beautiful delivery from BDD. Nothing that Call Me could do about that whatsoever. And that is going to be a
speed to avoid this, and you have to flash that or you die if Barrel is here. And he was, which you could have seen on the fringe there, and he just goes down.
Yeah, and it's a Talia, so like you say, has to be a flash. All right, Beryl not going to quite find a hook here. A cease and desist into the back line as immediately the Talia is taken down. Deft is somewhat free hitting, but he has to flash to get out of there because we are having a Zeri moment. And Jiwoo going to be able to take down the dragon. What is it with grouping around objectives? Deft in that particular fight, and especially not a happy BDD is, okay, Call Me going to dive on top of Beryl here, who does manage to get the aftershock, but otherwise, yeah, he's really dead. That is 4 versus Nautilus.
All right. 500, 600 gold lead here for Nongshim despite the early laning phase, and now Jiwoo is going to pick up the last of this turret, and
you're not using it in the mid game, then you're doing something wrong. And Nongshim, they're not doing anything wrong. Not yet, anyway. As Beryl, he's going to throw his anchor away, does have to use his ult onto Jiwoo with no one around. It's a decent seismic shove, but now Jiwoo's taking matters into his own hands. Steph, no Featherstorm, remember, and he does look for it, but he's not going to find it. Jiwoo down to about 100 as BDD gets to the relative safety of his turret, but does not find the seismic shove.
Nongshim making this mid-game work. Would have won that fight against Jiwoo there. Now they're going to get the turret. They get the dragon here as well. And KT falling apart at the seams in this mid-game, I think playing very disrespectfully around the power of this Ahri, and now an accelerated Zeri.
Enemy red buff, and KT, the map kind of shrinking on them is what I can feel. Nice dash from Jiwoo, not going to get jump scared by Beryl here. This is the Weaver's Wall, not going to do anything. I think that relied on that hook landing. Beryl and BDD trying to get this communication sorted out. We mentioned already that ult plus seismic shove combo is really important. Beryl does find a hook there, but that seismic shove, that's not going to hit Beryl. That's not going to move him back as Featherstorm going to lift Deft up into the air, but then he has to fall all the way back down.
Get it done here. And you're trying to lock down an Ahri, and I get it because the control ward's there, the timing on the auto, like that's clean from Beryl if you actually have follow-up, but you don't, and Jiwoo's there, he's going to press R.
All right, speaking of pressing R, Sylvie is going to press it onto this Gwen, who I think had managed to make her way out of the game. It's just not working. There is so much vision here for Nongshim as well around the Baron. They don't need to worry about that. They can take themselves this soul point. It is a Chemtech Dragon, so unfortunately Orcs did drop the ball on it. A bit of damage going into the Baron. Call Me now. Moving on over, teleport in from Dundun, and Perfect, he's already shown up, so it is going to be a 5v5. In goes Call Me, but he gets hooked! There's the seismic shove combo, finally they find it! It is going to be the Baron locked up, and now Jiwoo, is this going to be the Zeri moment as he flashes? I don't know about that one, and he's torn apart by the Viego! Now the all-out from Dundun, but I just don't think it's going to be enough! Everything you can do, I can do better, Wolf, I guess is how this one goes, because Nongshim were in complete control, just like KT in Game 1, and then a Baron, and then it's all gone. Maybe now the game's going to be over in 3 minutes and Nongshim win.
I don't know about that. I think it's a different scenario. BDD going to get the shove here. He's totally fine. He actually wins these. Pyoshik's here. Dundun is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, he's running out of dashes this time around. He does see what's ahead of him, but I don't know about that because he's walking the wrong direction, ladies and gentlemen. Deft is now towards this top side. He's going to be able to take down this inner turret. Teleport is going to come through from Call Me, so that is going to save that one as Dindin
Yoshik.
well and truly merry jaunt, as there is the kill onto Dindin. Beryl is going to shake his hand and say goodbye. CC, but still that is Wild Growth used onto a Cassante. And so now Jiwoo so much more vulnerable, and they just give up the Chemtech Drake, but really smart from Nongshim.
Start to add up, so Nongshim can't really sit on that dragon and continue to contest. I like this kite back and get the turret at least, and there is a teleport.
Yep, so does Perfect, so they can follow, but look, it's just gone. It is just wiped out. The Extendo Beam almost made it, but KT just kind of highway robbery, and in goes Sylvie. Cease and assist comes down, but Def just puts him away. The Viego's taken out though. There's the ulti from Jiwoo. Has to flash out immediately. The all-out, the chains position.
Blast
that
Zone.
was so weird, but there's the Featherstorm as Def tries to get underneath the turret. Flashes out of the way, but Jiwoo is still up and still so dangerous. My God, BDD almost does it, but it is not enough, and it's a Quadra for the Zeri. There's the moment you were talking about, Wolf.
It just keeps happening, man. This game feels so predictable to me. Beryl is really your best bet of trying to front to back and blow somebody up. You just need time if you're KT with this Gwen and the Talia Leandri's damage.
Well, there's a Weaver's Wall, and Pyoshik not going to be able to steal away the Drake, as the Heartbreaker did bring him in there, thankfully. Oh, the Charm! It is going to go wide, as now Def has to use the Featherstorm, but then Cease and Assist is going to come through. The Zeri's going to lock him down, and now it is just all Nongshim. Protect the Jiwoo is the thing, and the GA was put to great use there, as we could see. BDD going to be wiped out. That's a triple kill. And Nongshim will now march up the bottom side of the map and look to end this game.
Nongshim, be careful who you make fun of in the laning phase, you know? They had the big glow up when we got to mid-game. Call me, yeah, he's 20 CS down on BDD. He is not active in the lane. He's got no power there, but when he gets active on the map and they take control, they get this area ahead. Sure, there were some rocky moments, but ultimately this area is just too big to fail.
Yep, and this Gwen was not immune. The Nexus turrets will fall down, and Nongshim will bring us to a game 3. Really bouncing back after, what was a pretty weird ending to game 1, a weird series beforehand.